Welcome to Cetac Recap, bringing you the latest news in the travel world, with news anchors Aubrey Abrams and Chip Chandler, the weather from Tornado Steve, and sports by Blazing Blaine.
Hello, welcome to the holiday edition of Cetac Recap. I'm your host, Chip Chandler, and today we have a special guest, Miss
Susan Walker.
Today we're going to bring you the news from all over in a new, different way. Let's get started. The end of the year is upon us, and that means New Year planning is well underway. Here are 3 ideas for a fun, frugal New Year's Eve. Number 1, throw a party at home. Nothing says frugal and fun like inviting friends over for a party. You can go as fancy or as casual as you want with the menu. Ask everyone to bring a dish, an appetizer, snacks, or dessert, and make it BYOB. Number 2, what can you do for entertainment? While you're waiting for the ball to drop, play games. You can play a round of cards or trivia, partake in friendly competition with a board game, or turn on a multiplayer video game. Do you have a decent sound system? Put together a playlist featuring the songs that define 2015 for you and your guests. Are there any movies or shows that your friends have been meaning to watch together but haven't? Take New Year's Eve as an opportunity to marathon it. Number 3, make New Year's resolutions together. If you're like most people, you may have not done so well with your resolutions for 2015. Now is the time to change that. Have everyone write their New Year's resolutions for 2016 down and take turns reading them. Better yet, have those with similar goals get together and become accountability partners for each other.
3 cheerful Christmas traditions with shockingly dark origins. Christmas stockings are a symbol of rescue from prostitution. They hang stockings in front of our fireplaces so that Santa can stuff them full of presents. So why stuff gifts into old socks? Well, according to legend, in the 4th century, there was a poor man sad that he couldn't afford a dowry for his 3 daughters, and thus no one would want to marry them. This meant that they would have to get the only job available to unwed women at the time, prostitution. This sad state of affairs deeply moved St. Nicholas, a great bishop and the inspiration for Santa Claus, who heard about the family's plight. Nicholas came to the man's house in the middle of the night with 3 pouches of gold. He slid down the chimney and planted the gold in each stocking. Caroling was a brutal holiday extortion racket. Caroling wasn't always blander than a bread sandwich. Before the 19th century, people would go door to door making noise, drinking, and playing instruments, with the expectation of being invited inside for food or booze. The carolers would also cross-dress or dress up as animals. In a sense, it was like trick-or-treating, if the trick was helping of horrific violence. Accounts exist of proto-carolers burglarizing homes and destroying livelihoods simply because they didn't have enough booze or money to go around. Even some of the songs sung around the time explicitly threatened home occupants, saying that if they failed to provide the goods. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was created by a department store. Everyone knows the story of Rudolph, the mutant reindeer whose red nose made him a social pariah, until Santa Claus turned him into high beans, teaching kids everywhere that if they don't want to be bullied, they first need to be useful. The origin of Rudolph is depressingly cynical as its underlying message, but in 1939 they decided to cheap out and make their own book instead of buying them from publishers. The store's ad man, Robert L. May, eventually came up with the first draft of the Rudolph story. He drew from his own experiences, both as a frail, frequently bullied child and as an unfulfilled adult who never felt that he was living up to his potential. May threw himself into his work, and the result was a best-selling children's book. Montgomery Ward ended up printing 2 million copies of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And now a word from our sponsor.
CE Travelers Advantage Club wants to make your travel planning as easy as 1, 2, 3. When visiting our website, just click on Book a Trip, fill out the request form, then click Submit, and you are on your way. One of our representatives will be in touch with you within 24 hours with an update. If you're looking for a last-minute special, click our Hot Deals page. Here we feature resort locations that are available to book on the spot. We want to make packing your bags the hardest part. We look forward to booking your next vacation.
Welcome back. Earlier we talked about what to do for New Year's. Now let's see where we can go after the festivities. Where to travel in January? Let's get inspired with our list of wonderful winter getaways and some of the coziest winter destinations every traveler should add to his or her bucket list. Number 1, China. In addition to celebrating the Chinese New Year, tourists can check out some of the country's most popular attractions, such as the Great Wall of China, the Forbidden City, the Temple of Heaven, Tiananmen Square, and Hong Kong Disneyland. Visit Chinatown neighborhoods in New York City, LA, San Francisco, and Boston for the best U.S. celebrations. 2. Coney Island, New York. Plunge into the new year with a refreshing dip, washing away all the bad juju from the year before. One of the most iconic New Year's dips is annual Coney Island Polar Bear Swim. Number 3, Dominican Republic. Escape winter's wrath and get a dose of vitamin D by chasing the sun to warmer climates. A short flight from the U.S., the Dominican Republic is an ideal Caribbean hotspot if you got a serious craving for sunny skies and white sand beaches this winter. 4. Key West, Florida. Food lovers should flock south to annual Key West Food and Wine Festival to savor sun skies and standout seafood dishes. Stroll through the funky streets of Key West, tasting fresh seafood, unique local ingredients, and stellar vintages from around the world. 5. Detroit. Rev up your motor with a peek at the sleekest new rides of the year on display at the annual North American International Auto Show in Motor City. You'll be inspired to plan your next road trip after seeing all these Hot Wheels.
Now that it's the holiday season and people are traveling a lot more, let's take a look at the problem going on right now with people being talked into buying timeshares and upgrading on what they already have and can't afford. What, if anything, can be done to fix this problem? To find out what can be done, we have resort specialist Cherokee on the line to speak about what he feels is the problem and how we can fix it. Hey Cherokee, are you there?
Hey, how you doing, Chip? Yeah, I'm here.
How you doing today?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
All right.
Happy holidays to you.
Same to you.
Good.
Let's get started today. So with all this going on, what do you feel is the best way to help this buying public get over this whole epidemic that's going on right now?
Well, the true thing that comes from building an epidemic in the first place is, first of all, knowing what to buy, where to buy, and how much is enough. So I'll give you 3 questions to answer the entire problem of the resort world for the owners. First of all, when is the best time to get a drink of water? Is it A, when you're dying of thirst? Or is it B, to consistently drink enough water throughout the day as to not get thirsty in the first place? Question number 2. When is the best time to ask a bank for a loan? Is it after you've lost a job and you have no income coming in? Or is it B, while you have a job, to make sure you don't fall behind? And then finally, question number 3. When is the best time to seek maintenance fee relief for your resort? Is it when you see the mail in November through December or January, when you know it's due in January? Or would it be better to get help throughout the year,
Right,
so that it's not a big monstrous bill at the end of the year? Now, I will say this, Chip. If the families answered B to any of these questions, that means that they have what we call common sense. And common sense is what you really need. If you know you bit off more than you could chew the first time, why buy more? Why is the solution to buy more of what you're already trying to get rid of? Maintenance fee is the one thing that's always ongoing. It will never stop. It will always be there. And it's not so much just the purchase of the timeshare. That has a price of its own. But as you buy more, your maintenance fees actually increase. And they increase yearly anyway.
So why do you feel like people are being talked into it?
They're being talked into it, and to put it the plainest way, what the resorts do is offer a free gift of some sort to take a 90-minute presentation that's probably going to last, depending on how good the rep is that you're in front of, may last you half to all of your day. And then the reps are so good, but their job depends too on selling you. So families out there, you have to be smart enough at times to say, you know what, $100 Visa gift card or park tickets are not worth half of my day, and say no if you had enough. I don't believe that all families go into this thinking that they're not going to be offered a deal of some sort, but be given up to $100 Visa gift card or whatever they give just for doing a survey.
Right.
So they have to be careful with that.
So for the people that has this problem and they're dealing with it right now, what do you think is the solution for that?
The solution for that is to call CE Travelers Advantage Club, or a company that is licensed and bonded, and they have some sort of guarantee that they'll do some type of action for you, which we have at CE Travelers Advantage Club. It costs you something to get into it, so let's face it. It costs you money to buy the resort in the first place. You should understand and expect it's going to cost you something to get out of it. If you fell into a manhole, the last thing you want me to tell you is how you fell into the manhole while you're in the manhole. Right. You want me to assist you with a ladder, and then once I pull you out of the hole, then we can talk about how you got in the hole in the first place.
Right, that's true.
So in closing, if you're interested in more information, you can reach me and my team at 757-345-5164. Again, 757-345-5164, or visit us on our website at www.cetacvacations.com. That's www.cetacvacations.com. And a specialist is always standing by. We get back to you within 24 hours time. Thank you guys. Have a great holiday season and great vacation season, and happy travels.
Well, there you have it, folks. Wise words from the great man Cherokee Edwards. And if anyone needs resort relief, please give them a call at 757-345-5164. This has been Cetac Recap, a division of CE Travelers Advantage Club, where we make packing your bags the hardest part. And remember,
stay classy, Cetac families.